open us with prayer, and then we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance as well.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we welcome you here. I stand in a posture of open-handedness, ready to receive your blessings. And we ask that you guide us. We ask that you guide us and as we pray tonight with our actions, our trust are true and just. As our nation recognized the loss on the week of 9/11, that we are a country still in mourning of the loss of mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, friends and relatives. We shall never forget of the sacrifice that all gave on that day. We serve a God who loves us and wants relationship with us, and commands us to love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment, and the second is, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I pray you continue to bless our community and protect us from evil. It is in your precious and holy name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order and do a roll call.
Callers, Deacon, Hensley,
Present.
Lester,
Here.
Mealy,
Here.
Schwartz,
Here.
Spencer,
Here.
Spicer,
Present.
Wiseman.
Present.
Right.
All right. If you'll indulge me, if you're a Royals fan, Wainwright's going for number 200, so I had to bring my Cardinals cup hopefully to boost him on to number 200 tonight. Adoption of the agenda. You have it before you.
So moved.
Second.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. Miscellaneous agenda items. Item number 4. The first is Suicide Prevention Month proclamation. And Bryn Sponhorse is with us. If you'd like to come up to the podium.
Sure. Will this actually be read, or do you want me to read it?
I will just highlight a few sections, but if you have comments prior to, you're more than welcome to.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So first of all, I just want to say that I'm very honored to be here to be part of this proclamation for the community of Jefferson City. As Mayor Fitzwater stated, my name is Bryn Sponhorst. I'm a local mental health therapist as well as a suicide loss survivor. The reason I'm here is to spread awareness about preventing suicides in our community. And in memory of my brother, my uncle, and my friend Matt, who I lost to suicide. Research shows that suicide is the third leading cause between ages 10 to 24 and 25 to 34. We know that talks save lives. Please tell someone or call 988 or give the number out to people that may need that as a resource. And thank you again for allowing me to be here.
Thank you for joining us. Years ago, we were on the Suicide Prevention Board in Cleveland when I worked there, and I've got to say the things we dealt with then versus what you're dealing with today is just unbelievable. So
Yes, it is.
thank you. The proclamation is to designate September 1 through the end of the month as Missouri Suicide Prevention Month. And again, we appreciate all that you're doing. I won't read the whereas, but the final proclamation is Missouri Suicide Prevention Plan is to promote awareness that there's no single cause for suicide, and suicide most often occurs when stressors exceed current coping abilities, someone suffering from a mental condition. So we have designated this month, or I've designated, again, we appreciate the work that is done. I work in the healthcare field. I know our pharmacists are very actively trying to see what role they can play in trying to pick out people that may be susceptible so that they can, work with family members. So we appreciate all that you did. We did have an opportunity to take some pictures prior to the meeting, so we'll make sure that we get those out to promote those activities. But thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
The second is item B, Project Homeless Connect Proclamation. We've got a whole host of friends with, only 2 coming up? Yeah, we got a bunch of people in the picture.
Come on, they're all like, come on. So.
I know they weren't shy outside.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, Deerfield Water Council members, staff, and guests, we are grateful for this recognition of Project Homeless Connect. As many of you know, Project Homeless Connect started 9 years ago as a grassroots effort to address homelessness in Jefferson City. And this one-day event works to connect those who are experiencing homelessness and the housing vulnerable with resources to assist them in taking steps towards self-sufficiency. This year, over 40 service providers and healthcare professionals and vendors and hundreds of volunteer hours will ensure that guests that day connect with needed resources. While the focus of the day is on the guests, it's also an opportunity for our community to learn about barriers to moving from homelessness to self-sufficiency, as well as learn about community resources. The face of homelessness is diverse and includes those who are on the street, those who couch surf, living in shelters and hotels. And each story is different and often defy the stereotypes and labels we often pin on our unhoused friends. Knowing solutions are complex, no simple one-stop resource will address those needs. The Homeless Task Force began exploring other ways to address gaps in services and unmet needs. And so Jefferson City Room at the Inn began 2 winters ago as a low-barrier overnight shelter. And this past year, the Homeless Task Force moved to a more formal organization called Housing the Community Jefferson City, which is the sponsor of Project Homeless Connect this year. And the purpose of Housing the Community Jefferson City is to address the needs of those who are experiencing homelessness and housing vulnerable through a whole variety of efforts in our community. So thank you again for your support of Project Homeless Connect. And the event is Friday, September 29th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And more information can be found on the Housing the Community JC website, as well as JCMO Project Homeless Connect website. And we have Facebook pages too, so we invite you to follow along. We are still looking for volunteers and financial support as well. And so again, thank you for this recognition and for the support of our work.
Well, again, we appreciate you stepping up and working. We know that we're not insulated from that issue in our community. We'd like to be, but we know that we're not. We've watched other communities do it wrong, so hopefully our community, and I know with the people standing here, I have great faith that we will do it right in our community for what's right. The proclamation basically, it talks, and you gave some good background, that there are more than 2 million Americans across the country experiencing homelessness. And it just talks a little about the project here in Jefferson City. The most important is that we therefore recognize September 29th as Project Homeless Connect Day in Jefferson City. And we will be looking forward to the activities on that day, but more importantly, trying to address issues that impact citizens of our community. So thank you to each one of you for all that you do. And we did get a picture outside, so we'll make sure that we get that sent. If you want copies, I think we took a picture on somebody's telephone as well. So thanks for taking time out of your day to join us, but more importantly, thanks for taking time out of your life for addressing this issue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job.
That takes us to item 5, public hearings. I don't believe we have any. So next item is appointments by the mayor. And you've got some on the agenda in front.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion to approve in a second. Any other comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Now special privilege. Item number 7, presentations. We're very fortunate to have Mr. Brian McGraw with us. He's the superintendent of the Jefferson City Public Schools, a great friend of the city, has been very active. I put in work a little bit, so he may be ducking my calls when I call, but he always says yes, and usually it's yes before I even ask. So. Ryan, you want to come forward? Introduce yourself for the folks at home, but thank you so much for being with us.
Well, thank you for the invite. I appreciate being here tonight. I think I was here a year ago giving the council an update of all the great things that are going on in the district. Probably the biggest question for those of you who are returning is, did I promised my daughter a dog when I got offered the job here in order to move. Did we get the dog yet? No. We got a dog fence and a basketball hoop. That's good enough. So no dog yet. But again, thanks for being here. We have a presentation up here on our district, which we call the District of Champions. And we have a lot of championship moments going on in the district currently. And we could go to slide 2. Thank you. We have this video. Hopefully it'll play. If not, there you go.
In these halls, we build champions. Champions of sport, speech, song, and science. Champions who discovered a talent, a skill, a passion, and never gave up on the pursuit of greatness. Champions who were knocked down and got back up because there's glory in the comeback. Champions who know that no one reaches the top alone. Champions who are the culmination of lessons, practices, and rehearsals. Refuse before the bell rings and study sessions late into the night. Extra reps in the weight room and another lap around the track. Theirs is a story in which many have written a chapter, and they are a part of a rich history of excellence. Because here, we teach champions, we coach champions, we guide champions, we fuel champions, we build champions. And in doing so, we become champions ourselves. Whether our hands hold a broom, pick up a phone, write on a board, or serve with a spoon, there's a champion in all of us. Champions aren't born, they're made. And we're building them every day here at the Jefferson City School District.
I'm a champion.
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 I'm a champion. We are a district of champions. Build a champion, be a champion.
Thank you. We could go to the next slide, please. So currently, we have a little bit over 8,500 students pre-K through 12. Enrollment is up. It's bounced back since the pandemic. Last year, we had 2 large graduating class, so on average between 550 and 600 graduates. Actually, last year, 405 for Capital City and 280 for Jeff City. Now you'll see with some of the boundary changes that we made that both schools have evened out population-wise. We're one of the top 3 employers in our area. 1,500 staff members, including 900 teachers, make up 223 square miles in both Cole and Callaway counties. We have 18 school buildings, a technology center, and a performing arts center. 60% of our families are eligible for free and reduced lunch, a number that has tripled since the 90s. Currently, one of the things we're super proud of, and one thing that we put a focus on, is our advanced placement programs. Currently, we have 40 advanced placement and pre-advanced placement courses in our district between the 2 high schools. We've gone from just over 20 to now 40 in the last couple of years. Last year, 900 students were enrolled in these classes. This year, 1,200 students were enrolled. In 2019, we had 86 students pass an advanced placement exam. Last year, we had 263 and 22, and in 2023, this past school year, we had 324 pass an advanced placement exam. In calculus alone, Calc AB and Calc BC, 31 of 33 kids who took the test in our district between both high schools passed the examination. That's a 94% pass rate. The nationwide average is 60. So just amazing things that are going on in those classes. Nichols Career Center, 69 Skills USA medalists And those are basically the district championship, state championship for technical schools. We had 69 kids there, 4 national recognitions in 2023. And our culinary arts program, and you saw that in the video, is in the top 1 percentile in the nation for a program. Our athletics programs are continuing to have success. We had a great year last year. Big game this Friday night, JCCC. Heard CC has a good kicker. Not put any pressure on the kicker, but it should be great. It's going to be in Jeff City Stadium.
Yeah. It's different than the thicker kicker that's up north.
I saw that one, 61 yards. And along with the athletics program, last year we were awarded another 5 years of state track, which was a great thing for the economic stability of the area. So we'll have that till 2030. Just this fall, we're hosting District Champ Track, which brings schools from St. Louis, Kansas City into our area at both high schools in golf, soccer, volleyball, and softball. So we put out the invitation there, and the schools vote on it, and they voted to come here. So we talk about economic impact that our facilities have. We're drawing people to Jeff City. Most recently, Jefferson City High School was named one of America's best high schools by U.S. News and World Report. We were the highest ranking school in our area. Cap City will be up there next year. They're usually a year behind, and with the graduating class just happening 2 years ago, they'll both be number 1 and 2 based on advanced placement scores, pass rate, test scores, and graduation rate. We opened STEM Academy this year, Thorpe Gordon STEM, where we have students from throughout the district attending Thorpe as well. There was a lottery system. We had almost 80 apply and 50 were granted the ability to go to Thorpe. So not only the surrounding kids attend Thorpe, but also from North Elementary, from Pioneer Trail. So they get there every morning. You see them in their fancy uniforms. They have school uniforms there at Thorpe STEM. And if you really want to see neat stuff, get on their Facebook page and you'll see the amount of experiments and hands-on learning that the kids are doing every day. So we're super thankful for the work, the construction work that was done this summer. It's completely renovated. And if anyone ever wants to stop by, I'll be glad to give you a tour of the building. It looks great. We have high expectations. We focused on being safe, respectful, and responsible. And we have an expectation to implement that in our buildings each and every day. Attendance is a big thing for us, a big focus this school year. We've seen since the pandemic that attendance numbers have been down, even though our enrollment is up. So we're putting great focus on that. We believe in tough love. We want our students to not only survive, but thrive. And they deserve for us to set and hold them accountable to high expectations. Staff champions, I'm sure you've seen the news. There's a nationwide teacher shortage, so recruitment and retention is at a premium right now. So some of the things that we've done to draw employees to JC schools, one big thing is early childhood care. We got a grant from the state for pre-K education. Last year we had 26 students of staff members. That's clerical, maintenance, food service, teachers. This year we have over 60. Kids of staff members in pre-K education. We also offer college tuition reimbursement through a grant, and we've increased professional development opportunities for our staff by having full-day professional development days. Last year, we had Proposition Kids First that passed by 68% of the vote on April 4th, and we appreciate the community's support of it. It's an $85 million bond issue with a bunch of focuses, one mainly being an early childhood center. We had 3 campaign chairs, John Landwehr, Ashley Freeman, and Joni Henderson. The Kids First bond will be split into 2 issuances over 4 to 5 years. Multiple projects beginning in the 23-24 school year, and they'll be done in 2 phases. Phase 1, which I'll go through the phases with you, and Phase 2, with the Early Childhood Center being ready to open in the 25-26 school year. Early Childhood Center will be on the Lewis and Clark Middle School campus. We are with access off of McCarty Street. I'll show it to you on a map in the next slide. Right now, we have 150 students in pre-K, and that's students of poverty and special needs. Well, we feel we can double it, if not even go to 350 students with the new facility and reach all kids within the district. And we feel if we're graduating 600, the earlier we get them, the more chance for success. So this is a draft of the building. The theme of it's going to be River Bend, where the topography of the land, if you're looking at from McCarty, it is on an incline, looking up to Lewis and Clark Drive. So you'll see from McCarty, it'll kind of flow down the hill in the shape of a river, and there'll be lights on the top that kind of will give you that look of a modern building, different wings there, large play areas for the kids, bus access, school parking, and the ability to access it both off Lewis and Clark and McCarty. And we are aware that middle school has some traffic at times, but that's where the focus will be to enter off of McCarty Street there on the east side. This is what the front of the building will look like in the drop-off area. We're really excited about it. We're going to break ground in December. I'm saying December, whether I have to go over there with a shovel or not. So some of the projects that were in the bond initiative, one big one that we accomplished this summer, 540 interactive touchscreen panels were installed in every pre-K through 8 building, as well as in JCAC, our alternative high school, and they were up and ready for every classroom to start this school year. We're expanding Nichols Career Center across the street in the baseball left center field there. We have land behind that where we'll build a building trades building. Right now we're off-site with our kids, and also a new program we're adding is cosmetology. We're replacing the aging sound and light equipment at Miller Performing Arts Center as we speak. And other projects are remodel of Southwest Early Childhood Center, which will then be the new host site for JCAC. We'll move JCAC out of the Miller Performing Arts Center to a bigger facility, and that way we can host more kids with out-of-the-box opportunities to get them to graduate. We're going to renovate Bel Air, and then our energy savings fund, by paying off our energy LED lighting loan, we're able to give our staff the highest raises in 15 years, which again goes on to recruitment and retention. Both middle schools will also be renovated, not this summer, but the following summer, and they'll be done in 2 phases. Phase 1 and Phase 2 will basically break both TJ and LC apart, since they cover so much square footage. The main thing that we're going to eliminate is the trailers at both facilities, make it a more secure environment for our kids, as well as upgrading many things inside. So Phase 1 is the Early Childhood Center, Nichols Career Center, which would be 24-25. That'll be this summer. The technology upgrades have already taken place. Bel Air remodel will be this summer. And then Phase 2 would be the middle school renovations that I spoke of in 2 phases, Phase 1 and Phase 2. So I just want to say thank you for your support. I know I've had conversations with many of you throughout my time here, and appreciate everything you do for our kids and our staff and community. I know at times it's a thankless job when you're up here making tough decisions, but we really appreciate, representing the school district. I appreciate the relationship that we have as a district with our council, with our mayor, and we can always count on you for assistance. I just want to give a shout out to our police group that serves the district. They do a tremendous job for our kids with safety, with making connections with kids and relationships. I've been in a bunch of different districts. They go out of their way to know kids, know where they live, and go out of their way to help them. So I appreciate that partnership as well.
Thanks. We appreciate you being here. Any comments, Councilman Schwartz and Councilman Spencer?
I just kind of want everybody to notice on the agenda that I was one of the invitees, and as a very proud Elias Catholic Crusader.
Catholic, that's all right.
The 2 old men next to me who also were the invitees. It was a tough decision, but I think you did an excellent job. I was actually very proud to hear and to see the bond issuance passed. I think we're moving in the right direction with our public schools. And just thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Councilman Spencer?
Yeah, I just would like to focus on three really jewels of our public school system. Obviously, you mentioned them all, but the STEM at Thorpe Gordon, I mean, that is really early workforce development if you really want to think about it. The JCAC, your staff is very persistent pursuing people to graduate through that program. We had one of our youth at our church who graduated a year or two before, and teachers and staff were still pursuing him, and he finally graduated through that program. So thank you very much. And also the Nichols Group. Again, that's another workforce development that I've been at other school districts and their vocational program, and it's nothing comparable to what we have with welding, auto body, culinary, and now you're going to be adding
Cosmetology. We can get some work together.
I need some work on that. So let me know when you get that online, will you?
I will.
All right. But again, thank you very much for everything you're doing.
One thing a lot of people don't know, we serve 14 high schools at Nichols. Helias kids go there, California, Southern Boone, so Blair Oaks, all those districts, Russellville, they all feed into Nichols. So it's a true community effort.
Councilman Lester?
Give a shout out to you. Thank you for champions and emphasizing the academics and moving Thorpe as a STEM school. My great granddaughter goes there, and like the uniforms. I like that you've done that, and got some good pictures of her posing with her uniform. And just thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Hensel?
I'll be real quick. As the father of 3 of your students, and we'll get another one here in a couple of years, we just couldn't be happier about the experience we're having in the school district, especially the last couple of years. So thank you very much. Keep it up.
Councilman Hensley, is it the car rider line that moves so fast?
You know what? This year, as far as car riders drop off, especially at this point, it's super well. I mean, you could teach the Chick-fil-A and Disney World folks a thing or two about moving lines. It's been great.
Chick-fil-A, that's a pretty high standard. So
I don't say it lightly. Sincere.
Thanks again for being here. I am not aware of.
No, I was just going to say thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you for the invite.
When I asked him to come, it's not a problem. So thank you for what you're doing for the community. Appreciate it. Go ahead. Sir.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just going to say that I'm not aware of any thriving city that doesn't have a thriving public school. So thank you for what you do for our community. Again, when we ask, you always step up. Hopefully the community knows, but there's a lot of issues that the city deals with the public schools on some of our tax increment financing, and the schools have always been great partners in helping to move this community forward. We appreciate that. It truly is a partnership, and we thank you for all that you're doing and what you're doing, most importantly for our kids.
Thank you for your support. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a
Thanks
great
for
night.
joining us.
Thank you.
All right, that takes us to item 8, announcements from committees. Admin committee, Councilman Wiseman, any update? Anything we need to know about?
Sure. We have a
Checking our
meeting.
calendar.
Yeah, we have a meeting coming up on October 4th at 7:30 a.m. It looks like.
Nice. Budget committee, Councilman Hensel, you got 2 in a row?
No comments from the budget committee, other than our next meeting will be Thursday night at 5:30. And bring your plans if you got them. We were going to have a finance committee meeting this Thursday, but it's been canceled, and the information has been shared with council. Thank you.
Public safety, Councilman Spicer.
Our next meeting is actually Thursday, the 28th, 7:30 in the police training room.
All right. And Public Works, Councilman Spencer.
our next meeting will be October 12th at 7:30 a.m. in the council chambers here.
Any other meetings or announcements? I will say I think we had an amazing air show. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend it, but the reports I saw it was a great weekend weather-wise and program-wise, so I appreciate, Ms. Kerr was here last, I think it was at the last meeting to talk about that. So did anybody get a chance to attend?
Yes.
Great.
Good show.
Great. So, anything else, Councilman Lester?
I understand Councilman Neely did a lot of burgers and hot dogs.
We'll mark that down.
120 meals Saturday and 130 Sunday, so I think it was free for veterans, and I think
Nice.
folks enjoyed that.
Thanks, Councilman Spicer.
Also, my condolence on the passing of your mother, too.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Tough weekend, but a lot of great comments and pulling family together. So she would have been proud of this service. Thanks. All right. Any presentations from the gallery? All right. So that takes us to item 10, consent agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Bills introduced. Item 2023-044.
An ordinance amending Chapter 7 Boards and Commissions of the Code of the City of Jefferson, Missouri pertaining to membership of the USS Jefferson City Submarine Committee.
I believe Chief Schofield, you're going to speak to this?
Yes, happy to. As was read, the intent of this ordinance would be to establish an additional member of the committee. It could be a staff member who has a special interest in the work of the USS Jefferson City Submarine Committee. The committee themselves actually brought this to us and wanted us to bring this before council and to the mayor. And that individual that's been identified by the committee is Sergeant Andy Leonard. As you may know, he was positioned and worked on the submarine before he came to work with us through a visit to Jefferson City and ultimately met his wife and came back here to Jeff City. So excited to have him on the committee, and he's been a part of it for many years, but they are asking that he become an official member appointed by the mayor with the blessing of this committee or this council. I will also mention a couple things. The next Jefferson City Submarine Committee meeting will be on October 10th, 5:30 across the room, across the hallway in the Boone Bancroft room. And the actual visit by the sub and their staff will be October 24th through 30th. So that's coming up right around the corner.
Are there any comments on the bill? Councilman Schwartz?
I would like to suspend the rules to go ahead and get a vote on this and pass it.
Second.
Opposition? All right, so you have 2023-44.
An ordinance amending Chapter 7 Boards and Commissions of the Code of the City of Jefferson, Missouri pertaining to membership of the USS Jefferson City Submarine Committee.
All right, you have the bill before you. Any other comments or questions? All right, we'll do a roll call vote, please.
Allers, Deacon.
Aye.
Hensley.
Aye.
Lester.
Aye.
Neely.
Aye.
Schwartz.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Spicer.
Aye.
Wiseman.
Aye.
Wright.
Aye.
Bill passes.
Great. And I'll be proud to appoint him based on your recommendation, so thank you very much. Next item is 2023-45.
An ordinance of the City of Jefferson, Missouri authorizing a contract and supplemental appropriation amending the FY 2023 budget by transferring funds within the general fund.
Mr. Moraes, I feel like we're kind of neglecting you tonight. Just one item?
Anyway, no, this would, as Clerk indicated, provide for a supplemental to clear trees at the end of Lafayette through a contract. And be happy to answer any questions. Many of the council, like Councilman Eilers is a sponsor. He's the first one I recall asked me about it, but I think other councilmen as well through various committees. Happy to answer any questions.
Comments or questions? All right.
I think with the appropriate thing, Councilman Schwartz be placing this on the informal calendar. So circle it around?
I think it's just first read, so I think it just,
Yeah,
I think it just hangs out.
It'll come back to you at the next meeting, and I think Councilman Allers will be here at that time. And then if you decide that's the route you want to take, you've got that option. He has that option, or the majority of council can also put it on you. All right. We have no bills pending. We had a very efficient last meeting, so that takes us to the informal calendar. I'm guessing that's going to rise.
Mr. Mayor, I would like that to stay on the informal calendar, please.
Thank you, sir. Item 14, resolutions. Resolution 2023-26.
A resolution authorizing MetLife for group dental, vision, basic supplemental, independent life, AD&D, long-term disability, accident, hospital indemnity, and critical illness insurances.
Okay.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes MetLife to provide all ancillary insurance benefits, including dental, vision, basic, supplemental, and dependent life, accidental death and dismemberment, long-term disability, accident, hospital indemnity, and critical illness insurances for city employees and their dependents for the calendar year 2024. Each year, with the assistance of Wall Street Insurance, staff reviews our ancillary plan options, and MetLife is offering competitive rates and a rate guarantee for 3 years on all products, except dental, which has a maximum increase of 5% per year. All plans closely match our current products with some added enhancements. Dental insurance adds implants, and vision insurance will allow more money for contacts and glasses. All policies are written net of commission. The rates remain the same with the exception of an additional cost of approximately $5,000 in basic life and a savings of approximately $12,000 in long-term disability, for a net savings of a little over $7,000 annually for the city. After reviewing, staff recommends approval effective January 1, 2024 for 3 years, subject to annual.
Questions or comments?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second to approve the resolution. Any comments? Okay, need a roll call vote, please.
Deacon? Hensley?
Aye.
Lester?
Aye.
Mealy?
Aye.
Schwartz?
Aye.
Spencer?
Aye.
Spicer?
Aye.
Wiseman?
Aye.
Wright?
Aye.
Allers. Resolution is adopted.
Thank you. Great job. Item 15, no presentations from the gallery. Item 16, council and staff discussion of presentation topics, none. No new business that I'm aware of. Approval of the September 5th, 2023 closed session minutes.
Make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Need a roll call vote on that.
Hensley?
Aye.
Lester?
Aye.
Mealy?
Aye.
Schwartz?
Aye.
Spencer?
Aye.
Spicer?
Aye.
Wiseman?
Aye.
Wright?
Aye.
Allers? Deacon?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, it takes us to item 19, closed session. That will require a motion as well.
Motion to go into closed session.
Roll call vote.
Lester? Mealy?
Aye.
Emily?
Schwartz?
Emily? You need to read into section. Thank you.
It's not our fault, it's my fault, I'm sorry.
Pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri, the chair will entertain a motion to go into closed session to discuss the following: attorney-client privilege, section 610.021 subsection 1, real estate, section 610.021 subsection 2, sealed bids and negotiated contracts, section 610.021 subsection 12.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second.
All right, got motion and second already. Roll call vote now.
Lester? Mealy?
Aye.
Schwartz?
Aye.
Spencer?
Aye.
Spicer?
Aye.
Wiseman?
Aye.
Wright?
Aye.
Allers? Deacon?
Aye.
Hensley?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, take a couple minutes so we can.